Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here. Today it is the 15th of June 2024. Quick favour, if I can ask, and that's if you would please subscribe to the channel, because that'd be great, big help if you would. So please think about clicking that little button for me. Today, Grand Slam and Wheel of Fortune. Grand Slam, of course, the band formed by the late great Phil Lynott back around 1984 after Thin Lizzy split. They didn't last too long back then, did they? They couldn't land a record deal, and it kind of fizzled out for them. But over the years, various old studio recordings and bits of live stuff have appeared at various times in various guises, haven't they? But then a few years ago, the Grand Slam's original guitarist, the always excellent Lawrence Archer, got the band back together with a new lineup. They released an album called Hit the Ground Running, which comprised of some old Grand Slam songs written back in the day and some new stuff as well. And here we are in, say, 15th of June 2024, and just a few days ago, Grand Slam released the follow-up to Hit the Ground Running, which is what we've got here, and Wheel of Fortune. The lineup still has, Lawrence Archer's there, Rocky Newton. We all know Rocky Newton, don't we? On bass, we've got Benji Reed on drums and Mike Dyer on vocals. And what we've got on Wheel of Fortune is generally, I would say, it's an album of quite muscular rockers, but there are a couple of exceptions. Archer is a fine guitarist, isn't he? As always, and you've got to be good to play in UFO, no matter how briefly, haven't you? And that album he did with UFO, High Stakes and Dangerous Men, I think is a much underrated UFO album, and Lawrence is excellent on it. And indeed, he hits the spot here on Wheel of Fortune. You know, he's all over it, punching muscular riffs, blazing lead breaks. The album is full of Thin Lizzy influences, as you might expect, something of a running theme there. And at times, Dyer's vocal delivery has more than a touch of Phil Lynott about it. So what about the music? Well, we got There Goes My Heart. This screams Thin Lizzy to open it up. Just listen to that opening riff, and you'd swear it's something from back in the day, which probably could have sat nicely on Bad Reputation. Enjoyable song all the same, nice up-tempo feel to it, and a big chorus. Star-Crossed Lovers, Lizzy-esque as well, as is the catchy Come Together in Harlem. And that, it's probably not too surprising, as the CD booklet shows that the original lyrics were written by Phil Lynott, and Mickey Dyers added some additionals to it. And then I guess we start to see Grand Slam stamping their own style on things, I suppose. Trail of Tears moves away from all that Lizzy influence stuff, and it's a fine song is Trail of Tears. A brooding number, pulsing along, yet slightly melancholy, which probably isn't surprising given the subject matter, and you can probably guess what that is just from the title, Trail of Tears. Next up is Feeling Strong Now. Well, this is one of the exceptions that I mentioned a few moments ago. This is all too sugary, limp, by the numbers ballad. It's so bad it's almost unlistenable, bar Archer's nifty solo. This is the kind of song that the skip button was invented for. Sorry chaps, just can't get along with this one. Shocking. But then they come back and really hit hard with the huge song Spitfire. Now this, just like the plane, it bristles with power and energy and speed. We've got a crunching riff, Archer's all over it, particularly the solo at the business end of the song. Dyer fires out the big vocal. Newton and Reed locking tight. Proper standout song is Spitfire. Marvellous song. I Want to Know is okay, though it's a bit pedestrian. Pirate Song's something of a grower. Didn't like it at first. I thought, what the hell is this? But you listen to it a few times, and you get to listen that there's quite a lot going on here. It covers quite a lot of style changes, and it's quite clever. and the latter section is unusual, and that's the bit that takes some getting listening to. But once you do, it's excellent. And then Afterlife, this is another enjoyable melodic hardish rocker with a big hook. And then we come to the conclusion, the title track, and this is the second exception. This one for me is a huge miss. Really is. It's generic, by the numbers again, half acoustic, half barely electric limp along, and the lyrics just shoehorn in as many cheesy game show references as time allows. Really, it's nowhere near as clever as it seems to think it is, and it's not a song for repeat listening, I think, other than perhaps to play a little game with yourself to see how many game show references you can identify. Leave me out of that one. But say overall, the retro Thin Lizzy influences are well worked. Songs such as Trail of Tears and Spitfire, big winners. And then all over it, as I say, we've got the always excellent Lawrence Archer tearing up and down the fretboard. So those two exceptions apart, the rest of the album I think is solid and enjoyable. And I'd say, what would we say? 3.5 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. So that's Grand Slam and Wheel of Fortune. I do enjoy it, but I don't bother with the two exceptions, shall we say. If you think you'd like it, so the rest of it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. Link in the description below. Please do subscribe to the channel before you go, because that'd be big help. Marvelous stuff if you would. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.